Hey guys, it's Chrissy. I know that it's been a while. I'm sorry. Things have been just a little busy and hectic, and I know that some of you had commented asking if things were going okay, if something had happened, because I hadn't put up a video in a while. And I'm happy to report, knock on wood, that all is going well with this pregnancy so far. I'm officially 26 weeks and 3 days, so I am the most pregnant that I've ever been, which is amazing and terrifying all at the same time. At my last high-risk appointment, which was 2 weeks ago, my cervix was still long and closed. She said it looked like the perfect cervix. So fingers crossed that is still the case and nothing's changing or going on. The baby was also a pound 12 ounces at that time. So that was 2 weeks ago. And so she was already, because I don't know if I said that it's another girl in my last video. I can't remember, but it is another girl. We're naming her Ella Paisley. And she was a pound 12 ounces 2 weeks ago. So she was already 10 pounds more than the twins were when they were born. They were each 1 pound 2 ounces, 520 grams. So that's great news. And I'm sure at this point she's over 2 pounds. I also know from Caden's NICU stay that when a baby hits the 2-pound mark, the weight just kind of piles on from there. So hopefully she's gaining lots of ounces week by week. And I actually tried filming this video about 10. What do you see, bud? What? 9? Number 9. What was I saying? I tried to film this video like 15, 20 minutes ago, and Caden was not allowing that to happen. Chris isn't home right now, so I felt bad kind of neglecting him while I attempted to do that, but he's kind of occupied at this point. He climbed himself onto the chair, climbed himself onto the table that I'm sitting at, played with the salt and pepper, grabbed my purse, dug everything out of it, found my new pen. He is, just to tell you a little bit about Caden, he is a stinker. He is a buster. He is a handful and a half. And I say all the time that Carly must have given him all of her spunk and sass when she left this world, because he has way more than fits in his tiny, tiny little body. He keeps us on our toes. That's putting it nicely. But we just adore him. He is Mr. Destructo. He's everything destruction, into everything all the time. Loves chaos, loves mess. I mean, this is a child who will not go into his room and play with his toys. He'll go into his room and rip everything off of the cabinets, off of the play kitchen, just to make a mess, to make noise, to be a boy. I mean, he is, I'm not into gender stereotypes or anything like that, but he is all boy all the time. He might actually be 16 boys in one, but he's awesome and we adore him, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So my son is the child I swore I would never have. We can't take him out to eat. It's terrible. Terrible. Stands up, wants the food everywhere, wants to just be climbing over the booth. He's very feisty. He doesn't sit still for too long, which that feistiness is exactly why he's still alive. Without that, he certainly wouldn't be. It's that fighting spirit. I tell myself all the time. That's why he's here. So we get a kick out of him on a minute-by-minute basis. If I were to show you videos of my son, you'd be like, what did those girls do in raising him? And yet, I don't know where we went wrong. I think that I was very wrong and naive prior to becoming a parent, thinking that it was all about the parenting that makes a child behave the way that they do. I don't actually believe that at all, because I consider myself not strict, but firm. I don't know how he is how he is. And it's not a matter of being a spoiled brat because, yeah, when he came home from the NICU, he was spoiled with love and cuddles and snuggles and attention. But we don't indulge him in everything that he wants. So he's not a spoiled brat. So I just don't know how my son became who he is other than to tell you that he was born that way. And that's just who he is by nature. That's who his soul was destined to be. It was this rugged, feisty, destructive, at times hyperactive little boy. And we've been told by a medium that that is true of him and that he was going to be a little wall buster and he was going to be difficult and everything was going to be on Caden's terms in Caden's time when Caden wants to do it, which was true with his therapies because when Caden didn't want to crawl, Caden didn't crawl. But then the second Caden decided he wanted to crawl, he crawled like he'd been crawling for 6 months. Same thing with walking. Caden didn't want to walk until Caden wanted to walk. And then when he walked, he ran. And everything's on his terms, on his time. Eating is the same way. Eating is our current challenge. So he makes the rules, and not because I want him to, but because there's really no telling him what to do. He will not listen. I love him to death. I get a kick out of the kid. He is so entertaining, and I just adore him. But he is a terror. And like I said, it's just in his nature. Like, I really don't think we did anything drastically wrong. He just is who he is. Ugh, I love him. Anyway, it's funny. I have to get some clips of him in action so you can see exactly what I'm talking about because it sounds like I'm making my kid out to be just horrible. And he's not. He's great. And he's got such a funny little personality and he's spunky and he's sassy and he's smart. Oh my gosh, is he smart. He's so smart. I know I'm biased. I'm his mommy, but I don't want to make it sound bad. It's just I've never seen a child like this. Oh, yeah. My mother gets a kick out of it. She just watches him in action and she's like, you got your hands full. But it's Caden. And he's perfect. And I just love him. And yeah. So I don't really know what this video is. I started out talking about my pregnancy. And here we are in Caden, who is shockingly quiet, actually, which is good. I'll take it. So yeah, 26 weeks, 3 days. I go back to my high-risk doctor in about a week. I saw my OB on Friday, so a couple days ago. I asked him what he thought of my weight gain, because I have gained 21 pounds already. That's a lot. And he said it's on the high side. He said he'd like to see me max out at 30 pounds this pregnancy, so I should probably start making better choices. Of course, he's not the type to tell me what to do. He's very calm. He's very down to earth. He's very chill and even-keeled, which I need because I'm a neurotic mess, obviously, given my past. So I know that I need to be making better choices, and I need to get my SHIT together. So I think Chris and I both are going to try to help encourage each other to eat better because we've not been really doing very well with that at all. And we need to get on track. So let's see. I do want to continue with where I left off in the last video. I want to talk to you about the day that the twins were born and what that was like and what the delivery, which was an emergency C-section, what that was like, and then Caden's NICU stay and losing Carly. I want to get into all of that. I need to be better about making videos. I really want to try to actually get a schedule going if possible and post more regularly. I think it would be good too, as I progress through this pregnancy. I think it would be good for my sanity, my peace of mind, to just lay things out and talk about them and acknowledge how I'm feeling. And so I hope to put that out there for you guys. I feel like there's like a ton more that I want to talk about, not just the twins, not just this pregnancy, but also life changes that are going on with us. We've got quite a few going on right now, which are potentially quite exciting and slightly terrifying. So yeah, I want to get into all of that at one point or another. Sorry about the lighting. The sun is, I think, about to go down. I'm saying a lot. Sorry, that irks me in people's videos. I'm out of practice with this, just being honest. So I do want to get back into things and post more regularly, but thank you for those of you who wrote comments just trying to find out if everything was going okay and if I was in fact still pregnant, which I'm happy to say that I am. I'm feeling Ella a lot, which I love. I feel her way more than I ever felt the twins move, and that's undoubtedly because she is longer, bigger, heavier, and I love it. I love feeling her. I panic every time it goes in my head a little too long without feeling her, but I love it. So I guess that's it. I'm a mess. Sorry, I'm always a mess. Life of a mother, I guess. I don't know. I gotta get myself together in more ways than one. And maybe you'll be here along the way for that process, so we'll see. But thanks, guys. I'll post again soon and hope everyone is well. Bye. Prevent myself from going to that place or going there for too long. Let's not play with crayons on the table. Not right now, without any paper down. Thank you so much. Can you also, if I could show you what is happening right now. This is my current state of affairs. My child's on the table. Can we get down, please? Oh, hi. Yes, coasters are fun. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, salt and pepper. Lovely. Thank you. Salt and pepper. Bye. Thanks for playing. Sorry, now we're eating the coasters. I'm a mess. My shirt is soaking wet because I just gave him a bath. And the kid will not stand up in the bath to let you wrap a towel around him. You have to pull him up, soaking wet, dripping, out of the bath, lay him on you, and then drape the towel over the back of him. It's just his way. He is too funny. Definitely keeps us on our toes. I say all the time that I think Carly, that's how we learn, is it not? That's why we don't climb on chairs. Oh, did you hurt yourself? You really didn't, though. You really didn't.